Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss Mohr-Coulomb failure criterion. This figure represents a Mohr circle in which point E indicates minor principal stress sigma 3, point F indicates major principal stress sigma 1, C is the midpoint between E and F. So by taking C as a center and EF as a diameter, Mohr circle is drawn. Now a tangent is drawn to the Mohr circle from point A. It touches the Mohr circle at point B. The point B is connected to pole E. Now stresses at point B represents failure stresses. Means when principal stresses are sigma 1 and sigma 3, failure of soil will take place at plane inclined at an angle theta f. At that point, shear stress will be tau f and normal stress will be sigma f. Now, this tangent intersect the shear stress axis, that means y-axis at C dash. C dash is cohesion intercept. So, from the figure, we can see that length of AO is C cot phi. Length of OC is sigma 1 plus sigma 3 divided by 2. Length of CF is sigma 1 minus sigma 3 divided by 2, which is equal to radius of the Mohr circle. Mohr-Coulomb failure criterion can be expressed in terms of principal stresses. Means if we know the values of principal stresses, then by using Mohr-Coulomb failure criterion, we can find out whether soil will fail or not. The stresses on the failure plane BE at failure is indicated by point B on Mohr circle. From the triangle ABC, we can say sin phi equal to BC upon AC. Now we can write BC as BC is the radius of the circle. That's why BC can be written as half of sigma 1 minus sigma 3. And AC can be written as AO plus OC. Hence, sin phi equal to half sigma 1 minus sigma 3 divided by C cot phi plus sigma 1 plus sigma 3 divided by 2. By modifying this equation, we will get sigma 1 minus sigma 3 equal to 2c cot phi into sin phi plus sigma 1 plus sigma 3 into sin phi. Now cot phi into sin phi can be written as cos phi. Hence this equation becomes sigma 1 minus sigma 3 equal to 2c cos phi plus sigma 1 plus sigma 3 into sin phi. In terms of effective stresses, the above equation becomes sigma 1 bar minus sigma 3 bar equal to 2c dash cos phi dash plus sigma 1 bar plus sigma 3 bar into sin phi. Hence, sigma 1 minus sigma 1 sin phi equal to 2c dash cos phi dash plus sigma 3 bar sin phi plus sigma 3 bar. Hence, sigma 1 can be written as 2c dash cos phi dash upon 1 plus sin phi plus sigma 3 bar into sin phi plus 1 divided by 1 minus sin phi. So, here from left hand side we have taken sigma 1 common and divided both sides of the equation by 1 minus sin phi. Now this equation can be further modified by replacing cos phi dash upon 1 minus sin phi dash by tan 45 plus phi by 2 and sin phi plus 1 minus sin phi is replaced by tan square 45 degree plus 5 by 2. So this equation become sigma 1 bar equal to 2c dash tan of 45 degree plus 5 by 2 plus sigma 3 bar into tan square of 45 degree plus 5 by 2. This equation is named as A. So tan square of 45 degree plus 5 by 2 is called flow ratio and it is represented as n phi. So putting the value of tan square 45 degree plus 5 by 2 in above equation, we will get sigma 1 bar equal to 2c dash into root of n phi plus sigma 3 into n phi. If the soil is cohesionless, cohesion intercept C dash will be 0. Hence, the above equation will become sigma 1 bar equal to sigma 3 tan square 45 degree plus 5 by 2 or sigma 3 bar into n phi. Hence, sigma 1 bar equal to sigma 3 bar into 1 plus sin phi dash upon 1 minus sin phi dash. This is the same figure from previous slide. When the stresses in soil mass satisfy these equations, the failure is imminent. The soil mass is said to have reached the state of plastic equilibrium. The failure criterion is extensively used for the determination of earth pressure on retaining walls and many other applications. The angle of theta f can be determined from angle of shearing resistance phi dash. As the failure depends upon the effective stresses and not the total stresses, the angle of shearing resistance affecting the orientation of the failure plane is phi dash and it is not phi. From triangle ABC, 2 theta f is equal to 90 plus phi dash. Means this outer angle is the sum of these two angles, that is angle A plus angle B. That's why 2 theta f is equal to 90 plus phi dash. Hence theta f is equal to 45 plus phi dash by 2. Thank you.